Alright, so you already know. I really don't have an intro. I'm sorry. I don't have an intro to give. I can't keep up. I honestly can't keep up, man. It's like I posted last 5 days ago, right? 5 days ago was my last video, and look at the amount of tabs I've got open. Okay, look at the amount of shit we have to talk about. Okay, and granted, obviously the movie's coming out, and movies get promoted seriously. So a lot of them are movie tabs, but it's not just that. There's so much shit outside of the movie. And it's just like, I really physically can't keep up. I was getting a headache even sorting the tabs. I had to cut tabs out because there was so much shit to cover that nice little pieces of info was like, I can't even put that in a video. There's too much shit going on. Okay, shit is getting bumped now. There's so much news, okay? And just remember, okay, for the record, 2020 was only 4 years ago, right? So, like, where we were in 2020 in terms of, like, the drought and to like, now, this is insane, okay? But let's just get into this. But subscribe to the channel. Please make sure to subscribe. We're trying to hit 1 million subscribers before Sonic Adventure 3 comes out. I don't know why I said that. Look, it's crazy, okay? Those of you who saw the last video, I said you should vote for the player's voice for the Game Awards because X-Gens was in there. But when I said that, that was when they just got eliminated. So they were on round 2 at that point, and they didn't make it to round 2. So sorry, X-Gens, you didn't make the cut. Yeah, sad. Anyway, next piece of news. The movie DLC for X-Gens is December 12th, which is tomorrow as at the time of me recording this video. And it says here, in the DLC for this game, Sonic X Shadow Tokyo Mission Pack, hereinafter movie DLC, a different version of Shadow, hereinafter movie version Shadow, you could have just said movie Shadow, will appear. Please be aware of the following points. The voice for the movie version of Shadow is only available in English. Even if the audio language is set to something other than English, it will be played in English. The movie version of Shadow will only appear in the acts and challenge acts in the movie DLC. The acts, challenges, and white spaces in the main story cannot be played with the movie version of Shadow. Also, please note that the stages added in the movie DLC will not be compatible with online mode rankings. So they're basically saying the movie shit is separate, you can't play it in the main game. Modders will have something to say about that naturally, but I'm looking forward to the DLC. I don't know what time it drops. Is it a midnight drop? You know, I don't know what time it's dropping, so I can't really plan my stream around it. I'm hoping for midnight, but you just don't know. But obviously tomorrow I'm going to have to cover it, and then after that it's going to be Game Awards. This is a very hectic period, a hectic season of shit, and we'll get to that in a sec. Before we get to that, Movie Shadow arrives on Sonic Forces Speed Battle for a limited time with an assortment of chaotic abilities and 3 new tracks. Download and play today. We got a little trailer here. We'll take a look at that. So it's exactly how you'd expect Movie Shadow to look. Obviously with the inferior graphics of a phone game, but you know, it's still Movie Shadow. Yeah, them old ass dash graphics though, like, well, it's a phone game, so you expect that shit. But I mean, it's Movie Shadow. He skates, he's Movie Shadow. It's more content for our Lord and Savior, the Shadow, okay? Breaking! Shadow is coming to Sonic Dream Team alongside new powers and special challenge levels. You have Chaos Control and Chaos Shift. They could, I just realized, they're just picking this shit off the keyboard. They got Chaos Control, Chaos Shift. Next is Chaos Alt, Chaos Tab, Chaos Caps. like they just, anyway. He'll need to be unlocked to be playable in the adventure coming December 18th. So lock your date in for that. You're gonna have to get Apple Arcade for this, obviously. So I'm gonna have to buy a month of Apple Arcade to try out Shadow. We can see the screenshots here. Shadow's looking really clean in that Dream Team art style. And yeah, I mean, it's Shadow and Dream Team. What do you expect? Oh, there's more screenshots and there's more information here. Yeah, it's a good Shadow. I like this Shadow model, actually. It's a really good Shadow model. But it says new powers include Quick Grind, Perfect Jump, Chain Attack, and Perfect Boost, available for all characters. You also need to be able to unlock Double Chaos Shift and Extended Chaos Control for Shadow. These powers will be unlockable via the Shadow challenges, okay? More music tracks will also be added to Tail challenges. There will also be a new tutorial for new players. We don't need no tutorial, we vets, okay? There's a Movie 3 mobile game, okay? There's a lot of shit happening. You could take a look. I'll link everything in the description, but yeah, it's just a little weird, like, phone kind of game. you know, it's a web browser game. I don't know. It's a pretty bare bones game, but it's promoting a movie. It's one of those things. But there's another movie related game. This time from McDonald's. Fully 3D models of Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Shadow. It's only playable in South America, including Brazil and Peru. So they got some footage here. Vamos jogar. Probably said that wrong. That's Portuguese because I feel like that's not Spanish. Yeah, they said Brazil. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's Portuguese. Let's look at this. The song kind of heat though. Hold on, the song kind of heat. It's so weird seeing like Team Sonic and then just Shadow. Like he just does not, like he doesn't blend in like Amy does with Team Sonic. You can select your character. I think they've edited it together to show the different character selects or something like that. Man, he cracked his knuckles. Shit, he's not playing around today. Let's see the gameplay. So it's like a bare bones, like it's a McDonald's kind of game, kind of thing. Back in my day, the McDonald's games were black and white screens with barely any gameplay mechanics except for going left and going right. I mean, not like these mechanics are way crazier, let's be real. But it's a game and Shadow is playable. We must, as the Sonic fans love to say, we must be grateful, okay? We must, look, I promise there's so much news, okay? Don't leave, don't click off. I know this looks mid, okay? I'm sorry, it doesn't look mid. Look, there's so much shit to talk about, okay? Let's keep going, okay? The final level is inspired by SAT's Arcs level. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. It does look like a Space Colony Arc style level. But yeah, there's so much shit. There's so much shit. Okay, there's more footage about the game here. Yeah, it's a McDonald's game. Look, Pyoro, prominent leaker and wanted. Okay, just posted this on their account. I think he's wanted. I think Nintendo was on his ass for leaking some shit. Pyro's one of those like really like legit leakers who rarely ever get shit wrong. And they posted this before the Game Awards, kind of hinting at some kind of shadow racing situation. So some people are speculating that there's gonna be a new Sonic racing game. Team Offline Racing came what, 2019? So 2025 another Sonic racing game is not out of the realm of possibility. That being said, I want a Riders game. I'm not here for another regular ass kart racer, like especially with Mario Kart 10 on the horizon. Like I don't know, like we'll see. Like I'll give it a look, you know, but we'll see. Maybe it's just bonus. Maybe it's just movie Shadow and Sonic Racing for Apple Arcade or some shit like that. Who knows? So I'm not gonna get my hopes up too much for this, but if it's a really cool new Sonic Racing game and it's really fun and it's got great online, then we'll be here for it. But of course, my heart is really set on Riders Ultimate, but we'll see what happens. Paramount's Sonic Movie 3 probably isn't beating Mufasa at the international box office by virtue of Mufasa releasing globally at the same time and scoring a coveted Chinese release. Them Chinese releases, the population there is crazy. Okay, they got so many people there. It's a lot of money in that Chinese release. And also Sonic Movie decided to do that regional release date bullshit. Thankfully it's only 1 day late, but it's still a long day that I'm gonna have to wait, you know, considering that people have already seen the movie early on top of it. We'll get into that in a sec. But yeah, they're saying it's tracking to win the opening weekend in the US, so I guess a US win. There's full details of that here. I would read all of this usually, but as you can see with the amount of tabs you have to go through, time is of the essence. Let's keep going, okay? There's so many tabs here. I don't want to show all these clips. There's a lot of these new TV spot with like 3 seconds of new footage, new spot here with new footage. I don't want to show all of them. I actually closed a bunch of them. I think some of them are still open. But I want to show this one just because this one was really fucking cool. Okay, this one was really cool. And Ben Schwartz was sounding really good here. Like, really good.
Mr. and Mrs. Wachowski.
And also Kristen Ritter from Breaking Bad.
Aliens.
Aliens?
aliens? Excuse me? It's not like we're from different planets. Oh, yeah, we are. I guess we are aliens. Please continue.
I'm Director Rockwell. There is a very dangerous situation unfolding right now in Tokyo. Commander Walters is requesting Team Sonic's immediate assistance.
Team Sonic? Who picked that name?
Love it. 10 out of 10, no notes. Tom and Maddie, put the s'mores on ice because Team Sonic is off to save the day.
Look, listen. We have to have some real conversations here. Real conversations. I know I said Ben Schwartz was a better Sonic than Roger. And I still stand by that, of course. I said that the moment Ben Schwartz was cast. But I think I'm gonna have to bump him up because, like, I put Ben Schwartz in, like, the B tier category before, but I feel like I'm gonna have to give him A. I don't know, maybe he's improved, but, like, the way he delivered that Team Sonic line, like, he was, like...
10 out of 10, no notes. Tom and Maddie, put the s'mores on ice because Team Sonic is off to save the day.
Like, is it me? Am I tripping? Like, he's, like, he sounded really fucking good. Like, I always thought he was, like, acceptable as Sonic, you know, but, like, I don't know what's happening. He sounded really fucking good. Like, I have to give him some points. I have to bump him to A tier at this point. If the movie's like that with his voice, like, this is crazy, okay? I mean, look, this is no surprise. Ryan Drummond improved after his initial outings. Jason Griffith improved after his initial outings. Well, I still love Jason's Sonic X take, let's be real. Even Roger improved. Even Roger. I don't even like Roger's Sonic voice, and even he improved. So, to say Ben has improved, it's not a ridiculous take, right? But yeah, I think I'm bumping it from a B to an A if it stays like this for the movie. But yeah. Breaking, multiple post-credit cutscenes confirmed for Sonic 3. According to Collider, not only has new footage been shown, but it's been stated there'll be multiple post-credit scenes after the third movie. So basically, sit your butt in the fucking seat and don't fucking leave until the screen goes off and the lights come on. Actually, the lights come on early. Until the screen goes off and the janitors are the only people left in the cinema, okay? Otherwise, you're gonna miss some shit, okay? And yeah, there's a behind the scenes of Jim Carrey and the cast of Sonic Movie 3. Again, there's so many tabs, I can't even be going through all this shit on video. It's so many things here, right? I could sit through all of this, but, like, it's just, we have to keep it moving, okay? We have to keep moving. I mean, I've skimmed through this already, but there's just so many tabs. Jim Carrey confirms our report in an interview with Soap Central. He received the script printed in 24 karat gold ink in order to bring it back as Dr. Robotnik. Full details in our latest report. Yeah, he keeps just coming back. We already talked about this. We already know that the future of the SCU will be teased here. We're really calling it the SCU now. Like, we really gotten to that point where that's just like the name now. Jim Carrey on playing both Gerald and Ivor Robotnik. I was excited to do 2 Robotniks until I found out it would be twice the work and the same salary. He's obviously joking. He's getting paid more. Let's be real, okay? Like, come on. Stop the cap. New footage spotted on digital ceiling. You can see a little cool shot of Shadow and Sonic fighting amongst the glass. Yeah, that's pretty sick. Movie promos always go crazy. You know that shit. You know that shit goes crazy. There's no surprise here. Jeff Fowler on future Sonic movies. This is an interesting one, so I'm going to play this one actually.
First movie, Sonic got a family, and then in Sonic 2, that family grew with Tails and Knuckles. Now you got Shadow. Can we dream of a future Sonic movie with more of his friends?
You can dream. Keep dreaming, right? Anybody can dream, right? I mean, look, we love making these films. I can't believe we're already on number 3, honestly. Like, it feels like we just set out to make the first one. And again, are just so blessed to have this amazing fan base around the world and to support us and to let us keep doing what we love, which is making these movies for you guys. So as long as people are asking for it, we will happily deliver more and more.
So basically, what they're saying is, it's just like the MCU. As long as you buy them tickets and put your butts in the seats, we're gonna keep pumping them out. Like, we're not gonna stop. Like, MCU's still going because they're still making money. Even though their best years are behind them. But, you know, that's just how this shit is. They're gonna milk it till the wheels fall off. So, if there's a Sonic movie 10, I wouldn't be surprised, okay? But, yeah, I mean, it's Sonic. It's gonna sell. I don't know how long before they finally, like, ruin things. And the people have seen the movie early. And we're gonna get into some of those early impressions in a second. But it's just to say that right now I don't think they've slowed down just yet, based on those impressions. But if they keep pumping them out, eventually you get to that one where it's like, that wasn't as good as the previous one. I don't know when we get to that point, we'll see. But if your mentality is to keep going as long as people will buy, then eventually you get to that point. Jim Carrey went asked why I returned for Sonic 3. I came back because first of all, I get to play a genius, and you know, it's just, I bought a lot of stuff, and I need the money, frankly. You know, I mean, he's a comedian, so he's gonna say blunt shit like that, you know, but, you know, if you didn't want to do it, you wouldn't have to do it. I think we already went through this one. Keanu, I think this is one of those interview things, a message for fans of Shadow. Let's see.
Message for fans of Shadow. Well, first of all, I hope you like my Shadow. I had an amazing time playing it, had an amazing time working with the director, Jeff Fowler, and I'm really honored and grateful to be a part of this. Message.
All right, so that's a little quick message from Keanu. We got some more. Ben Schwartz tells Sonic Movie 3 ending sets up a fourth movie in such an exciting way.
And also,
we've done 3 Sonic movies now.
yes.
Obviously, like they say, the best things come in 3s, but is Sonic something which has more legs than that? To excuse the pun, like are we hoping for more? And
Have you
more
seen
and
the
more?
movie yet or no?
Not yet, no.
Okay, so the end of this movie, it's a secret, but the end of this movie ends in a way that sets up a fourth in like such an exciting way, especially if you play the video games, that I hope we get to make that. And I guess if this does well enough, we get to.
Especially if you play the video game. So basically, they're looking to what the games do. My money's still on like Metal Sonic or Silver being the reveal, but you know, and I guess if Amy's not in the movie or Rouge is in the movie, then maybe one of them gets shown at some point. I don't know. You know, apparently there's multiple post-credit scenes, so it could be like one big one like Metal Sonic or Silver, and then one less significant one like Amy or Rouge. I don't know how they're gonna go. You don't have to tell me, you don't have to leak it to me, okay? I'll figure it out when I watch it. But here's a animation of Sonic and Tails, just another promo thing. It says December 26th, so I don't know which country this is, but oh, they fucked up Sonic's hair. Anyway, yeah. There was another exclusive clip. It was like a minute 42. I'm not gonna watch this on the video, but if you wanna check this out, it's a minute 42. I've stopped looking at every single clip because the movie's out in like, what's today's date? In 10 days. Like, I'm gonna watch it. I don't need to see every little clip, like to squeeze every little piece of movie clip. So I'm not that fussed. If it was a game, I would look, because it's a game. You have to play it. You know, it's different to watching it. But it's just like, how many clips do I need to see? Like, I've already bought my ticket, so I'm already going. So it's happening. But yeah, the movie impressions. Someone here's got a thread of people who went to the movie premiere. There was a movie premiere in London, and they were invited a bunch of people. Some Sonic tubers even went. Not even just British Sonic tubers, but others. Of course, I didn't get an invite because I'm premydaremy. But naturally, people that did go are giving their impressions, and yeah, it's like, it's just very overwhelmingly positive right now. It ups the ante, reminds us why we love these movies. Go Team Sonic. Keanu ups the stakes in action. I'm not gonna play all these videos, but like, the best of the whole franchise is so geared towards fans of the games. We are so grateful to be invited to an early screening. We cried 75% during the. You cried 75% of the time? Like, they shot Maria for like 3/4 of the movie? Like, what's going on? 11 out of 10, no notes. Not a lot of Tom and Maddie in the movie, which is bad news for the reviewer. Bad news for which reviewer? Jim Carrey is great. Keanu's fantastic. Perfect family movie. These movies can't go wrong. I only wish you got a little more of Tom and Maddie. A very complete review. I recommend checking the whole thread. Best video game adaptation ever. Well, given that Sonic 2 was my favorite one, I mean, it's not impossible that this could be better. Like, let's be real. Jim Carrey, all-time performance. This is obviously some kind of fake image, but anyway. Let me see. For those who think Robotnik and Gerald will be only jokes and cringe, it seems we'll in fact get some emotional moments. There's a spoiler tag there, so I'm not gonna read that. Near's perfection is easily the perfect or the best film in the trilogy. While the first film felt like it was a kid's film, this third film feels like it's aimed at young adults with its story and tone, although the jokes never fail to find their place for the younger audience. Keanu Reeves is the perfect casting for Shadow, who's handled with great care and has a story that's emotional and powerful. Jim Carrey's return turns the dial up on his charismatic and energetic characteristics. Ben Schwartz, Colleen, and Idris are an ensemble trio that bring the film together with their vocal performances. Yeah, and what can I say? It did feel like a dream come true. I have more thoughts, but in the spirit of Shadow, I'll leave you one word: damn. Sonic Movie 3 goes Super Sonic, delivering the best adventure in the franchise yet. Shadow's unstoppable. Sonic and friends bring a lot of heart. This one says Sonic 3 might have broken. The third movie is always the worst. Who said the third movie is always the what curses? What are you talking about? Like, Iron Man 3 was better than Iron Man 2, right? Captain America Civil War was better than, what's it called? The first Avenger, right? I mean, maybe the Spider-Man trilogy, maybe that, you know. Even the Dark Knight Rises, you could argue, was better than the first one. That's more debatable, though. But I don't think the third movie is consistently the worst. The one thing that tends to be true is the second movie usually being the best of a trilogy. Most of the time, the second movie is the best of a trilogy. But third movie being the worst is not a guarantee. Okay, that's not like a established fact or anything. Let's be clear on that. Okay. That being said, though, Home Alone 3 might have been the worst one. I liked Home Alone 4 more than Home Alone 3. I know that's an unpopular opinion. 2 was obviously the best one, but the point is, 2 tends to be the best thing. 3 is not guaranteed to be the worst. It says here, it's not often that each movie gets better in a trilogy, but Sonic Movie 3 is the best of the bunch. There's action-packed goofiness, plenty thanks to Jim Carrey pulling double duty, but what I didn't expect was a surprisingly moving performance from Keanu Reeves. You didn't expect a moving performance from Keanu Reeves, the guy who did The Matrix? A third act that might make Sonic fans a little weepy-eyed. There's 2 big post-credit scenes, so avoid gamer guys. Avoid spoilers. Alright. The next one, heartfelt and hilarious are the keywords in getting from these reviews. It's an absolute blast and a dream come true for Sonic fans. Keanu is effortlessly cool. The best Sonic adventure yet? Well, hold on. Like, if you want to say the best Sonic movie, we don't call it the best Sonic adventure. Adventure 1 is still alive and kicking. Okay, let's not say it's the best Sonic adventure. Okay, but yeah, Shadow delivering depth is indeed all I could ask for. Sonic 3 is. Everyone is basically saying it's great, okay? Everyone is saying it's great. And obviously they saw it early, so you could argue there's some bias. They saw the premiere, like, of course they're gonna glaze it, but it's still unanimously positive. Like, even people that go to premieres, it's not usually this positive for just because they saw the movie early. I'm not seeing, like, the critiques on the level that you would see them for other premieres, okay? Like, everything just seems to be overwhelmingly positive. And I know that's a weird thing to think about when it comes to Sonic, but I thought Sonic Movie 1 was a 6.5 out of 10, and then I said Sonic Movie 2 went up to a 7.5. So if this is really better than that and it hits that 8+ region, like, that's not just good for a Sonic movie, that's like just good in general, right? That's crazy if that happens, okay? But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. I'm not gonna watch all of this. So many of these. Okay, I'll link them in the description. But again, the videos are. I had to bump tabs out of the video. So much shit was happening. Oh yeah, this is interesting. Idris Elba wants a Knuckles and Shadow spin-off series and pitches a title, Shadow Knuckles. Oh my god. I mean, you could call it like Sonic's Rivals or some shit like that. I don't know. I mean, that's kind of lame, but I was just referencing Rivals. But Knuckles and Shadow could work as a duo, though. Like, a cool little duo. I think it'll be interesting. But, yeah, as long as they don't focus on Wade or some bullshit like that. Because one of these people that saw... If you went to the movie premiere, just tell me in the comment section, is Wade, like, banished to the side? Like, please tell me Wade is banished to this. I just want to know that Wade... And especially Wade's sister. Please tell me they are not prominent in this film. That's all I want to hear, okay? Because people like to say that the wedding scene was the worst scene in movie 2. They are wrong. The worst part of movie 2 was Wade, okay? And the less we get of Wade, the better. Anything greater than 0 seconds is too much Wade, okay? I'm sorry, okay? And what's this? This is a bonus piece of content. It's like an X-Gens statue? Balloon? Statue? I don't know. It looks like a balloon. But, yeah, I don't know what event this is from, but I thought it was cool, so I decided to show it. Yeah. News is crazy right now. As I said, movie DLC is on the 12th of December. That's tomorrow. Game Awards is after that. December 18th is Shadow and Dream Team. And if something gets announced at the Game Awards, like a Sonic racing game, then that's going to be a lot of news to cover regarding that. Unless it's the Heroes remake, but I'm not going to get my hopes up for that. Not just yet. I mean, the leaks said it was happening, but I don't know if it's going to get announced during the Game Awards. So let me chill on that. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, or post a comment to the channel. And of course, a big shout out to all the channel members. If you want to become a channel member, you can click the join button next to the subscribe button. Let me know what you guys think about all of this information. I'm getting a headache trying to keep up with all of this shit, right? This is what you wanted, Prem. You wanted more news. Now you're complaining you get a headache from 40 plus tabs of news. Okay? This is what you wanted. Embrace and cover everything. It's only been 25, 26 minutes. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. But that's all I have to say right now. So, Premy out.